Hi everyone, I'm back today with a super short video just to share a statistic that I came across a while back, but is just very intriguing to me, and I share this in every training that I present. So I've always been very curious about what builds resilience in kids. So if we have two kids from the exact same family that endured many of the same experiences, whether traumatic or not, then how does one child go on to be a college graduate or a productive citizen of society or whatever it is, be very successful, while the other child, sibling, is stuck in a cycle of poverty, stuck in their trauma, um, and is not nearly as successful. This has just always intrigued me. Really, what is it that makes a difference? And I stumbled across a very simple statistic several months ago from Harvard Center for the Developing Child. And it said simply that the single most important factor was one trusting, committed relationship with an adult. It was the single most important factor in building resilience in kids. And it just got me thinking. This is not, if you really think about it, this is not news to most educators, right? We know that relationships are critical, and we know what can come of a really strong relationship between an educator and a student who is living in trauma and poverty, struggling, whatever it is. But it really just got me thinking that if you're like me, my kids at home have two very strong, committed relationships with adults, their parents, right? Myself and my husband. Many of our kids don't have that, and they come to school looking for that. So I just implore you today to think about the students that you had in the past, maybe the students that you have right now, and think, who does that child have as a committed adult in their life? Do they have anyone? And if they don't have anyone at home, can that person be you? And if it can't be you, that's okay. We all have those kids. As educators, we can all relate to this. We have those kids that we just don't connect with. But can you help them connect with someone else in the building that they could have a strong relationship with? Meaning, this child is really into maps and the United States and the state capitals and learning facts about the states. Maybe the geography or the social studies teacher would be the perfect person to connect this child with, because you and this kid, you butt heads for whatever reason. That's okay. But how can we help every student in our classroom, every student in our school building find at least one person? Because it's the single most critical factor in building resilience. So I hope that you'll take a minute after you watch this to just reflect on that for a minute and how powerful that really can be for us as educators and for our students. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.